Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And I think it is pretty ironical that when we're doing these live streams, everything goes exactly according to plan. It is really ironical, at least I find. So what we were discussing in the live stream for a good chunk of the time was how Bitcoin was forming the pattern it also formed a couple of days ago. Basically, huge impulse down, converging, huge impulse down, converging, and most likely again, huge impulse down, converging. That is a part of what we discussed. Pretty funny how it happened like right after I ended the live stream. Just a little funny note. Now, having said that, what is our expectation? What are we expecting? What is going on? We are still expecting the upside. We are still not expecting the bull run to be over, as this is still part of the correction. I would say as long as we don't bottom out, and with bottom out, I mean, again, no more enthusiasm, huge decrease in candles, we're still good. But for all of you that are worried out there, for all of you that do not feel good, comfortable, whatever, holding these cryptos, let me tell you one thing right here. The most important thing out of it all is to make sure you have coins which you know you are able to hold for the next couple of years. And I might add to that you know how to buy the freaking dip. Really, it's so crucial. If you know how to buy the dip, you're never going to be worried one more day of your life. Why? Well, for example, right here, you see XRP going at some rocket. I don't even know exactly what to say. Some rocket ass pace downwards. Well, all right, at one point or another, you're going to have to pick it up. You're going to have to pick it up. You're going to have to pick it up. At least I personally can't live with myself when the price starts to pump and I don't pick up some at the bottom of things. And the way you do that is by buying your way down. You could, for example, set a lot of layers with, for example, a single unit of purchasing XRP. And for example, let's say you're going to go 1 unit here, 2 units here, 3 units here, 4 units here, 5 units here, 6 units here, 7 units here, 8 units here. Basically just stack your way downwards to have more the lower it goes. You could also just have a huge order at, for example, miscellaneous places your way downwards, or you can buy while things are going down. That's the hardest thing to do if you have to do it on the spot with market orders, for example. But yeah, a lot of people also ask me, Dusty, if you think that we might correct lower, why aren't you selling all your crypto and buying it back later? Because I like to hodl. You guys all know I trade on Bybit, right? So I can bet my crypto, basically, that's kind of how I'm going to put it, that the price goes up or down, which we often do because it works well and we make a lot of money that way. Once more, a Bybit tutorial is coming because a ton of people have requested that like crazy because they don't get how this all works and how you buy and sell and stuff like that. So I'll be making a tutorial, do not worry. But, the thing is, I like mostly, as I told you guys, to hodl whenever it's possible, or to hodl and then use it on Bybit whilst hodling. Why? Well, as long as you hodl through everything here, it doesn't matter. As long as you have proper coins, it doesn't matter what the price is going to do. It doesn't matter too much. If you couldn't buy this dip, doesn't matter. Eventually, you'll make money. You might be down a little while. It might go down first. It might be some, but you will make money. If you're a guy who's over in Patreon and you've watched some of my videos right now, you know we have buying strategies, right? So we buy at certain spots. And even though we don't always buy the dip of the dip of the dip, there's a couple algorithms in places so you can usually maximize profit anyway. Why is that? Well, because wherever you buy, the majority of times you'll still be able to make profit on it anyway. Now, for example, if you bought right here, you'd now be at a loss a little bit, right? For example, if you bought right here. But then, if that's really the case, okay, we put some more orders up, right? We put some more orders to buy a little bit lower. If we never get back above here, well, we'll definitely go a little bit lower then, right? We can't always stay within this range. So if we go a little bit lower, we'll increase our buy to make sure that once we dip upwards, we can sell it again and make profit. It all depends on your perspective. If you're a short-term type of guy, you want to make some profit in the short term, that is completely fine. Make sure you have a strategy in place. If you're a long-term hodler, why do you even care about all of this? I mean, it's going to be fine anyway. Bitcoin is really setting up. We keep on explaining that. Market cap right now is hovering or dominance around 50% right as we speak. And we're just expecting that after this altcoin season is going to rush even further. We are right now hovering at about 50. We dip below it once, then things start to fall quite drastically, as you guys most likely saw as well. King Solomon posted on Twitter, "Keep faith. Rome wasn't built in a day and didn't crash in a week. This correction was needed and we may go lower. I could be wrong, but I feel like the real show is about to just begin. And Flare community also calls it the final shakeout. Once more, guys, we are not sure about anything. I never want to be this guy who just sells you a dream where he doesn't believe in it himself. I'm always saying, man, we can't go lower. Always. We can always. But as long as you have quality freaking coins, it doesn't really matter. And for Bitcoin right now, it actually feels a lot more significant, this little downfall than for XRP, to be completely honest, because XRP did already dip lower a little bit earlier. This is actually showing strength. However crazy it might sound, XRP here dipping not as much as Bitcoin is dipping is actually really severe. That's actually really strong, and that's once more another little bonus for you guys to understand how altcoin season may be a little bit more close than people expect it to be. It really may be so. Even right now, Ethereum, for example, let's quickly put it on a 1 hour chart to quickly check it out for ourselves. Even Ethereum right now didn't really dip that far down if you compare it to all these other cryptos. Again, you can clearly see here, Ethereum isn't really doing too much. It didn't really even budge. And that again follows up with the story as I've explained it over on Patreon and on the channel before as well. They are afraid right now with the whole capital gains ordeal of Bitcoin mostly and putting it into alts. Really crazy timing, right? Really beautiful, but it's the way it is going right now. So Bitcoin is a little bit less safe. I'm definitely selling more Bitcoin for some quality altcoins that I know I can hodl through the years. A lot of people have asked me, Dusty, is Ethereum over? No, I do not believe so. I even think this coin is just getting started, and I wish I bought more whilst it was even cheaper. Moving on. Ripple's Chris Larson believes Bitcoin dominance could fall over proof of work's energy consumption. So it all comes down to the proof of work being ridiculously, extremely bad. At least that's what all these guys are saying, and it's something that I really can get behind myself as well, right? Proof of work is just pretty damn stupid. You can't really say otherwise. You can't. I don't really know how you would say anything otherwise. So with that in the back of your head, well, could it eventually fall down? I would say eventually there might be a huge cancel type of culture where they're gonna, cancel it altogether. Another part might be where they tax the freaking F out of currencies, cryptos, or anything that uses this much electricity. Right? That might be a really difficult thing. What it all comes down to is, well, the proof of work's current energy, this is again the mining in Bitcoin, demands and carbon footprint are already unsustainably high, with Bitcoin alone consuming an average of 132 terawatt hours a year, equivalent to roughly 12 million US homes, and releasing an estimated 63 million tons of CO2 annually, the Ripple Labs executive paper concludes. He's now saying that I would argue that such a change is critically important for Bitcoin. Once more, changing over to, for example, a proof of stake or just switching over from proof of work. For Bitcoin to remain the world's dominant crypto, Larson says. And I keep telling you guys, I know Bitcoin at its current state could definitely become the number one and stay the number one. But is it possible for a crypto like XRP or even Ethereum or any one of those other ones to take it over? It is definitely possible. Once more, guys, if XRP gets properly regulated, it will be the first crypto to be properly regulated. It's also something important to know. Bitcoin and Ethereum were decided behind closed doors. Behind closed doors, once more, behind closed doors. Now, Keemstar, a little bit earlier today, announced something interesting. I wasn't really too happy with everything that he's been posting, but one thing was kind of cool. He posted, in my humble opinion, and I'm not a financial advisor, I'm a YouTuber, XRP is looking like it's about to moon. Thought that was pretty damn interesting coming from Keemstar, right? I mean, he's also posting some stupid stuff about the SafeMoon thing, which might be paid. I'm not really sure about that. He's also been tweeting some more stuff, but then again, the XRP part I thought was pretty damn funny. You can see it actually, pales SafeMoon in comparison. Robert Art posted, we might get that one last shakeout to 70 or 80 cents, so don't grow afraid and get caught by surprise. We're turbo money to $7 to $13 this year, believe it. All I have to say about that one is, first of all, think of where we were earlier this month. I think we started this month with XRP at about 50 or 60 cents, 55 cents, I think. That's one thing to understand. So we're still up a huge amount. If people look in the history books, they're like, oh, April was a really good month. It right now still is. We are still just having a normal correction on the Bitcoin department. So I'd kind of say that one is also doing okay. Not amazing, but okay. I don't know exactly where Bitcoin started. I think we're lower than the month started. But then again, XRP is still up significantly since the month started. Another one would be, and this is really important in my opinion, if Ripple wins this lawsuit, there's three things. One, it will be the first properly regulated crypto. Second of all, just speculation and just happiness alone will catch the price off guard and really get it high. And three, XRP's utility that can then really start to go heavy, right? Because a lot of the utility is now being kind of dimmed, if you will, because they don't have the proper clarity. So that type of stuff might just start to pick up then again. at least from my perspective, if they get the proper clarity, which might be around the corner. So what is now the conclusion? What's the consensus? We officially do not know exactly where we're going. And that sounds really crazy coming from my head because I'm really extremely bullish on crypto and I'll keep buying every single dip. But I really firmly do not believe if we'll, or know if we're going to go lower here or if we're going to stay around this area. I am buying the dip like crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm telling you, I'm crazy, really freaking crazy. But then again, it's pretty funny how the Bitcoin play turned out here. And if we're going to follow the pattern here, we're going to go sideways for a little while with another leg upwards coming out. I guess the second day, right? Maybe. I guess it's one big leg downwards. This one's a little bit less significant than the previous ones, I guess. As you can clearly see, this leg was a lot bigger. Let's quickly take this one off. It's a little bit distracting. And this one off. Can actually take this one off as well. And this one off as well. This is just to show where we bought some more Bitcoin. It was right here because of our Patreon strategy. People said, I'm trying to sell you the Patreon thing. No. You don't need the Patreon. All that's in there is whenever I'm buying coins, I'm telling you guys in there, at least my strategy, exactly what I'm doing, exactly to the core, and what coins I hold, and just some updates and tips whenever I feel like I should do an update on them. So that is there. Do I want you to buy it? No, hell no. Do whatever you want. I don't really care, to be completely honest. It's cool if you want to support, but then again, do it if you think it's necessary for you, right? Don't do it for me. Do it because you think that's a good choice for yourself, or you want to know some stuff. That is it. Bitcoin still trading below any MA. I think the 50 and a lot of them actually trading below it right now ever since we broke that around the 17th, 18th. Things are not looking really bullish until we get a hike upwards. We expected one to form here. Well, I personally didn't. A lot of people on Twitter were. Like I explained in the live stream earlier, they were all saying, yeah, we're going to spike like crazy. I already told you, don't prepare for that. Don't expect it to happen because this is basically what's happened now a couple of times in a row. Even right here, you might even form a little bit of not even a triangle like that, but just kind of another impulse like that, right? Where the price is just boom. After a small little decline, boom. Small little decline, boom. Small little decline, boom. Let's wait it out. Let's see. Let's hover. Let's keep watching it. A lot of people said 46,000 is the lowest for Bitcoin without any big problem. Let's wait it out. Let's see. We still haven't touched that area though, I believe. So for Bitcoin, I believe it was right around here, right? Yeah, this area right here, which we could still hit, 46.39. We didn't hit there just quite yet. We hit the earlier, upper support, I guess right around here is what the support we just hit. You can see it here, how we touched it a couple of times as well. Coming back to here once. It's an important level, important zone. We touched that one. We still have one lower to go, which is what the majority of people are actually telling me to watch out for. Right around this area here. And let's wait it out now. Let's wait for Bitcoin. Let's see what it's going to do, guys. I'm not sure once more. All bets are off the table. Let's just wait. Let's just see. And let's, I guess, act from there. Still buying the dip, though. Still buying the dip, if you guys wanted to know.